Hello, hello. I wanted to film a vlog because I feel like it's been a while and I just want to hang out, So I thought we can hang out tonight and go until tomorrow. So yeah, it is kind of late night, but I do want to do some things before I go to sleep. I want to read a bit. I'm currently reading on my Kindle Caught Up, which is the third Windy City series book. So if you haven't heard me talk about that series, it is a romance companion series and it is so fun so far. Basically, this is like the single dad nanny trope, and the single dad is Kai, who I think he plays baseball. I can't remember the sport. I think it's baseball. And the coach says that his daughter can babysit his Bebe. So it's like the coach's daughter trope as well. It's very fun because also they start off not liking each other. I'm on 18%. So it's really fun and I'm very excited to continue reading. So I would love to read more before I go to sleep. I'm also probably going to edit a little bit just because I have a lot of editing to do. So I'd love to get some done before I go to sleep. I'm also going to do some journaling because I have been lacking taking care of my soul recently. So I have this writing for self-discovery journal, and this is one of the resources that I got from the current Skillshare class that I'm taking. And Skillshare are sponsoring this video, so thank you so much to them. Let me tell you about Skillshare if you don't know. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes and members who come together to find inspiration to take the next step in their creative journey. So basically, it's a place to get inspired, to learn new skills, and put those skills to work in impactful ways. I'm interested in so many things. I love to learn as much as I can, so Skillshare is perfect for me, and I've taken lots of fun classes on there. And the current class that I'm taking is writing for self-discovery, 6 journaling prompts for gratitude and growth. And I'm all about this, so I was very curious to take the class and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's by Yasmin Cheyenne. This is one of the resources that you can print for the class, so it takes you through the different exercises. But yeah, I've learned so much on Skillshare, and I always encourage my friends and family to take classes on Skillshare because it's just such a nice way to learn from people who inspire you, from experts, and the breadth and depth of classes on Skillshare is truly incredible. The fact that we just have this available to us to learn all these amazing skills, thank you. You can find classes on so many different topics like illustration, graphic design, photography, creative writing, fine art, film and video, marketing, productivity, social media, web development, and so much more. Whether you want to learn the basics of watercolor painting or learn how to start your own creative business, Skillshare has classes that will take you from a beginner to a pro alongside a really supportive and amazing community. And I have a really fun offer for you all. So the first 500 people to use my link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So yeah, highly recommend taking advantage of that offer. It also helps to support the channel. But yeah, I'm very excited to get started on this because I feel my mind and soul being like, I just haven't been taking as much time for self-care and gratitude and journaling and all of that. I can always feel it when I'm lacking in that department, so it's very needed right now. But yeah, gotta get cozy, light a candle, do this for a bit, and then maybe I will get cozy in bed and then read some more of Caught Up.
Whatever's important to me. So looking at this today,
I'm grateful all the time. Oh, look at my new rug. I got this new rug in Melbourne. It's so cool and fluffy. It's very fluffy. Perhaps I will take my makeup off and get into bed and read my romance. Read my romance book that is Caught Up by Liz Tomford. Love you. I would die for you, Winston. I love to read romance, it's true. Reading romance on my Kindle on my bed is so fun. I love it. I have a really bad sunburn right now. It is a little painful. It's actually not as painful as it looks. But yeah, wear sunscreen. I went on my walk without the sunscreen because I forgot. I don't know how, honestly, such a rookie.
everybody away. Maybe I'm first in fading.
I am currently listening to The Woman in Me. I have 43 minutes left, so I'm going to listen while I get ready. I'm just going to do a quick little glam moment. But yeah, I went grocery shopping and I was listening while I was grocery shopping. And I'm just going to get ready. Then I need to do some editing, work, and then I'm going out tonight. But hopefully I can also fit in some reading of Yoke. I need to get started on Yoke because that's my Patreon book club book for this month. And it's a reread for me. And I'm obviously so excited because I adore Yoke, and I read it once in 2021, and that was after my breakup, so I was like obviously really depressed and I couldn't read anything, and I finally read a book and that was Yoke, and it was so special. And you know, obviously I loved it so much, and I just adore Mary J. Choi and her characters and how raw her stories are. So I'm very excited to revisit that, and I feel like it's going to be like a moment in time, you know? Life is very, very interesting because I also reread Normal People recently, and that was also a moment, and I just feel like time is just so weird because now I'm like, oh my god, 2021 feels like 10 years ago. Crazy. Anyway, yeah, so Britney Spears, The Woman in Me. I am just appalled at how this went on for so long. The conservatorship and everything, it's just horrific, and I'm obviously so happy that she's now out of it and able to tell her story, but it's obviously heartbreaking to hear. But she's such an inspiration and I love her. I'm soaking up every word. But yeah, so how is everyone going? I hope that if you're feeling alone in this moment that you can have some sort of comfort and know that you're not alone, and that, you know, all of us are struggling in some way. I've definitely had a lot of ups and downs this year, but thankfully I have been feeling pretty good recently and really just trying to focus on what I can change and accept what I can't change and try to learn from those negative experiences. On my mirror, I have a post-it note, and this is from a Dreamy Moons card deck. I allow myself to learn through negative experiences and to find the positive in everything I go through. And rewriting the narrative of past events has been so key. My psychologist always tells me that. She's like, okay, you see this situation like this, but you need to rewrite the narrative because it's just causing you further hurt because of your perspective and everything. So I have really been trying to do that, and it's been really helpful, and I love my psychologist with all my heart. I actually had such a stunning moment with her during my last session. I was talking to her about something and she was basically saying like, okay, you're way too hard on yourself. Look how far you've come. I'm really proud of you. And I was literally like, oh really? I was trying so hard not to just, well, I mean, she wouldn't have judged me if I started crying, but like, it was one of the top moments ever. It was just amazing. And like, I haven't seen her now for like 2 years, I think. We just have the best communication, and like, I'm just so thankful that I didn't have to go through a million psychologists to find my perfect one here, because I know that is not the experience that everyone has. But if you have given up hope on finding a psychologist, please don't, because I promise it's worth it. When you find your right person, it's truly life-changing. And she's obviously taught me so much now, so I don't need to see her as often, but yeah. And one of my best friends, Tess, she is studying psychology, and I see the amount of work she goes through every day and the stress she goes through, and obviously she's doing it to help others, and I am just so thankful for everyone who is in that field and trying to better the world and better humanity. I'm watching the new Hunger Games movie next week. I'm so excited actually, because I do really like the Hunger Games movies. Sorry, talking with the brush in the throat. Yeah, I do really like the Hunger Games movies, but I was never like dying over them. I read the books as well, but I wasn't obsessed. But yeah, I really love the movies, and I've seen a lot of early reviews of the new movie saying it's kind of on the same level as the original Hunger Games movies, or even better. So I have high hopes, and there's obviously the fun little Olivia Rodrigo song in it. So yeah, I am really pumped. I was lucky enough to get invited to an early screening, so I will definitely be, you know, letting the people know on Instagram and stuff how I like it. But yeah, I am excited for that. And the SAG strike has ended. It's just very exciting. It's a very exciting time for movies and shows and everything. I don't know if I've talked about it on my channel, but Talk to Me, one of my new fave horror movies ever. And it is Australian, and I feel so proud, and it's literally such a great representation of Australian culture. obviously, we don't usually see Australians / Australian culture in, big movies. But when I have seen, the one Australian character, it's always like the cliche, really stereotypical, like, g'day mate, like, that vibe. So I've never been like, oh, nice, like I feel represented or whatever. But in Talk to Me, it's literally just such an accurate depiction of like Australian teenage culture. And it's so fun and like it's very diverse and the acting is incredible. The storyline is amazing. I loved it. It's definitely quite intense at times, so if you're not into horror, it could be a bit much. But oh my god, so good. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to listening to my audiobook, but never forget that fear is the mind killer.
I undervalued myself for a decade.
Okay, so I have finished getting ready and I also finished the audiobook. The Woman in Me by Britney Spears. Truly incredible, heartbreaking, like I said, inspiring. I have learnt a lot from Britney. She's everything. And I am heartbroken that she had to go through all that, but I'm happy that she's now free and gets to rediscover what makes her happy and everything. And even if you're not really into Britney Spears, I think this is an important story for everyone. It also highlights, the public's role in demonizing her, and she talks about sexism in, the industry as well. And it's obviously very prominent. And also Justin Timberlake, I don't like you. But yeah, the audiobook was amazing. It's not narrated by Britney herself. She has a little intro in the audiobook where she talks about how, obviously it was a lot to relive all of this and write the book, and it was a bit too much to relive it again by reading the audiobook. It is narrated by Michelle Williams, and yeah, amazing. Loved it. Now I just want to read all the memoirs. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. I think I want to read the Julia Fox one. Yes, Down the Drain by Julia Fox. I think might be my next memoir that I listen to. I don't actually know much about Julia Fox, but I've heard that it's a really good book. So yeah, honestly, I don't really need to know much about the person. I just love learning about people and their lives. And I just feel like you can learn something from every person that you encounter. So I love a memoir. Anyway, I am going to get to editing, and then once I finish editing one video, I'm going to take a little break to read some of Yoke. Well, start Yoke. So, yeah. Okay, I have finished editing my video and I have like 15 minutes or so to read. So I'm going to start Yoke. Obviously I won't be able to read much in 15 minutes, but I'm excited to start it, and I should probably stop talking so I can actually read. So talk to you soon. Okay, so I read 2 chapters, so I'm on page 11, so obviously I didn't read much, but I am already just like so happy because I obviously adore Mary H.K. Choi and it feels like coming home. It's just been so long since I've read one of her books, and this is my favorite of her books. I love it. I love it. So if you don't know, this follows Jane, who lives in New York City. She's in her early 20s, or maybe she's even 20. Because she uses a fake ID. Anyway, she's living in New York City and she has an older sister who she does not get along with. And her older sister has found her and is like, we need to talk. And basically, this is shocking to Jane because they never really talk. So it's definitely a sister story, and it also deals with Jane's struggles mentally, and she has an eating disorder. So it's a very like heavy read, but obviously it's beautiful and I cannot wait to continue reading this stunning book. Like, Mary H.K. Choi is just so unique and no one writes like her. I love you, Mary HK Choi. Anyway, so I have to end the vlog now because I need to get going, but this was very fun and I do love to vlog, it's true. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you once again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Don't forget that the first 500 people to use my link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. If you're looking for more content from me, I have a Patreon always linked below, and that is where I upload extra content like extra reading vlogs. We do a monthly book club, we have live shows and more. I have all my socials linked below, and yeah, I hope you're all having a good day or night. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll hopefully see you in my next one.